Life in the Philippines. So I'm going to tell you something that I discovered. Women discriminate against me at almost every business. If I go to a restaurant, they won't bring me the menu. As soon as they see me, they go run into the kitchen and they wait there a long time. And I know that they do this, so I will go to the kitchen and call for them. They pretend to be busy. They pretend they don't see me. Things like that. They play games. And what I noticed is that they do it if only women work at the business. If there's at least one man working there, they're less likely to discriminate. And if it's mostly men, then they don't. But then again, if it's mostly men, they usually, they point, they won't say anything, they'll just point at a man. Because the women, it's a fact, a young woman, they want to meet men. So they will wait in the men's department, walked in a store once, got up to the top of the stairs, looked at the men's department, which was far away. It takes like a minute to walk there. I see 5 women staring back at me. As soon as they saw me, they scattered. Because I'm an undesirable, I guess. I was dressed a lot nicer than this. So I noticed that if it's only women, they usually scatter. There was once I went to a hardware store. There's 3 women and 3 men. As soon as I walked in, the 3 women turn around and they go into the back room. And I'm shocked if a woman helps me. If I go to the store every day, maybe once every 6 months, a woman will say, "Can I help you?" That's how often it is. So at first I thought, okay, it's just women discriminating. But then I noticed if the entire staff is women, always discriminate. I was at a restaurant and I called for the waitress. There's only one other table, and it was the table next to me. Called for the waitress and she ignored me. And I have a loud voice. She came back. She had a camera literally aimed in my direction. She was filming the people at the table. I said, she's taking a long time to take this photo. I know why she's doing it. She doesn't like the fact that I'm looking at her because I want to order something. I'm leaning on the chair like this with my arm out. When she turned towards the wall, and I said, "Miss," really loud, just ignored me. And that was the last time I went to the restaurant. And I went and I paid my bill. I wanted to order a chicken taco. And I contacted the owner. I said, I wanted to order a chicken taco. The waitress ignored me. Said it was like 4 sentences. I don't remember what the third sentence was. Oh, I think I said, "I'm just notifying you. I'm not complaining. I'm not coming to your restaurant again." Maybe I said that. I don't remember. I might not have said it. But I said, I went to your restaurant. I ordered a chicken taco. No, I wanted to order a chicken taco. I called for the waitress twice. She ignored me. I'm only saying this to notify you. She responded telling me to go back to my country. That's what the owner of the restaurant said. A woman. It ends up she's not the owner. She's either the owner's daughter or the owner's wife. But based on her age, I'm going to go with daughter. So everyone told me, "Oh, I know the owner, it's a man." So, and I did meet this woman before. They don't care. And another one, I said, I opened the door to your restaurant. There's nobody there. The waitresses were sleeping. They looked up and saw me, and she jumped and ran to go clear a table. It's like, your waitresses don't want to serve me. They're supposed to bring the menu to me, not go. It had 6 dishes on it. But and she told me to go back to my country. It's the same woman. She owns 2 restaurants, right? Checking the time. There was a gas station, and the woman, if I entered, she would look down. She wouldn't look me in the eye. It's like being in a Muslim country. You've heard in Muslim countries, like, the women won't look at you and they'll leave the room, and they won't be alone with someone that's not their husband or brother or father. In the Philippines, it's the same. If you're alone with them, even if you're not alone with them, if they just happen to be standing next to you, they have severe social anxiety, and they will leave the room and they will leave the business. If they're trying to buy something and you stand in line behind them, they will put their stuff down and they will leave the business. That's how freaked out they are. And if you sit at a table near them and you don't even look at them and it could be the only available table, they will freak out and they will change tables or turn their back to me. I have videos walking through the neighborhoods where I'm saying, you know, this is a neighborhood in the Philippines. You can see that there's a lot of people. You see all the women turning around when they see that a foreigner is coming through, when they see me. In the shopping malls, they see me from far away. You know, I'm just walking kind of slow and not looking at anything in particular. In the distance, I see the women. They see me and they go inside the store. And what I do is I walk past the store. I don't look inside because I know they're watching. And then after I pass, I turn around and I see them going like this. That's what they do. Or if the women that hand out free items, if they're here and I'm walking on this road and I'm going to have to pass them, they will walk to the other side and tell the guy to switch to my side because they can't handle me walking past them. They can't. They freak out. And the young women do it, like the 18 to 21-year-olds do it the most. There was one woman, she's pushing her shopping cart, and I'm walking to the last refrigerator where the soda is. And there's like 10 of them. And she's at the first one. When she saw me coming, this is what's happening. I know you can't see my arm. Where's my arm? Oh, that's my arm. Okay. She's going straight, and I'm coming in at an angle. So we're going to go like this. That's where the Coca-Cola is. She's starting over here. I'm walking from over here. Come around, and I start walking. She pushed her. She thought I was walking to her. So what she did was she was matching my. She kept on moving, thinking that I'm trying to like talk to her. So she just kept on moving. And like if it were me, I would have just let the other person go in front. And then, you know, leave. She didn't want anything in any of the refrigerators. She kept her eyes on me and she pushed the cart. And basically we walked like this. And then when I stopped and turned towards the refrigerator where the Coke is, she's completely blocking me. She stopped. And she's staring at me and I'm staring at her. I'm like, what'd you stop for? They do this. Now I'm thinking she might have done it because she wanted me to talk to her. Because that's the type of thing, they block you. I asked her to move. I grabbed my Coke. And I was only buying like 3 or 4 items. I buy a Coke, loaf of bread, peanut butter and jelly. You know, stuff like that. They'll walk down the hall. And if they see you, they'll turn around and put their back to you. And then they'll just stand there. So when you get there, you have to ask them to move. And then they pretend that they didn't know you were there. Or they know my motorcycle. So when they see me coming out, they'll go stand next to my motorcycle so that I can't move it and turn their back to me. So I have to ask them to move. And then they pretend that they're startled. Or they'll sit on my motorcycle. And it happens all the time. They don't understand. It happens every day. Because the homeless people or the people that beg for money, which includes women, they hang out where the motorcycles are because that's where they're not allowed to be at the entrance to the store, so they hang out in the parking lots. So that's what they, very strange behavior, severe social anxiety, and it's not a few women, it's virtually all of them are like that. It's rare to find a woman who you can just go up to, say, excuse me, miss, can you tell me where the bank is? And if you're right next to it, they will freeze and they will be like, they could be a bank employee. Oh, you're a China Bank employee. Can you tell me where China Bank is? They'll just freeze up. Any age. It could be 70 years old and they'll do it.